July 2nd, 2025. How's it going, guys? Well, I got another video for you. And what are we going to talk about? Kansas City. We're going to talk about the Kansas City Zoo today. And, things just can't get any crazier, can it? In Kansas City. I mean, we have about maybe one person killed every 24 hours here anymore, shot, something, run over, or whatever. But the last 3 weeks, there's been other stuff going on here at the Kansas City Zoo, too. Now, when you walk Kansas City Zoo, I go about every day. I get my 4 miles in. But some of the employees there are just like goofier than anything, some of them. And they're driving these golf carts. Now, me and my son, about 2 weekends ago, went there. And there's a gate as you kind of exit from where the orangutans are at. And it's an access gate where they go in and out, in and out. And I've been there several, probably 1,000 times, walked, and haven't had to have much problems here. But lately, it's been a whole nother ball game for some reason. Now, there was this black gentleman, sounded like he was from Jamaica. Maybe he's Jamaican me happy, like the Jamaica drink. I don't know. But this guy, he come around on the golf cart, and he came up towards us, and he just actually wanted us to walk out of his way. Now, when I worked up World's Fun for 10 weeks, and we were told about customers and about anybody had the right of way, we had to wait for them to get out of the way, and we were told not World's Fun not to run any customers over. Now, I don't know what Kansas City zoo policy is, but this guy even spoke to me and my son. He said, "So, well, you seen me here?" "Well, yeah, I seen you here. I'm not in a third world country, buddy, and we do pay to go here. Now, if there was emergency or something, you're getting through." But he actually pulled head on at us. And in the last couple of weeks, in the last couple of days even, I've had more people. I had another black gentleman yesterday. Now, this was an older guy. He didn't cut across. He waited. And there's been like about 3 or 4 different incidents in the last 3 weeks here. Not counting, there's a place over here, like when you go over to down in Africa by the swinging bridge. And I'm going to show that. Now, they got construction guys working on that new giraffe area over there. And they got signs for their employees they're supposed to stop, and look both ways. Well, one of their employees did. One of the gals that was leading the pack, I guess, but the other one just run 90 mile on through. Now, there was one guy, I got to give him credit. He did have a pickup truck, and he did have a trailer. He at least looked both ways before he went on. He was the only one. That guy, he should get a raise. The other ones, maybe they need to go back to school a little bit. But I'm going to show that here. And I got this with my body cam when I was walking across there. That's why I wear my body cam. Because there's bad things all over this city that go on. And it don't matter where you're at, And it's just, goofy, crazy stuff like that. So let's take a look at this real quick. Okay, guys, now what you're looking at here, I'm going to show this down in Africa first. And I just come from like where the warthogs was. You guys can see this. I got a black line comes up on my tablet. I have a hard time getting this down. Let's see if I can get it to go. I don't know if I can or not. Now, this was just yesterday, and I can't imagine. Now, the zoo had already opened. I mean, if they were in that big of a hurry, why didn't they do this before they opened? At Worlds of Fun, we were told we had to basically be at certain places. Now, see this one vehicle here, this gal, I think it was a gal leading the pack there. But look at this one. And he didn't even stop at all. He didn't stop. He was like, "I'm not going to go across there. You're crazy, man. You guys are coming through." The only guy it did look both ways was in this truck and trailer. Like I said, they should give him a raise. Yeah, look both ways. Now that's crazy, ain't it, guys? No, let me do that again. We'll go back here a little bit. You see this one more time. But this is how the zoo's operated here. And, I mean, maybe too many chiefs and not enough Indians. Because, okay, there was one, like I say, I couldn't tell if this was a guy or gal. Let's see. In that golf cart. Well, they love those golf carts. Man. It's like, I'm not going to cross. They didn't mean no option. But there's a sign right there that says stop. You know, look both ways. Slow down. And they're in that big a hurry.
Well, good idea to look both ways then.
You can even hear what I said. Now, I think there was somebody backing them up at the end, too. Yeah. All right, guys. So that's that. Now, hold on just a second. All right, guys. Now, this is that gate down here. Now, like I said, I walked this zoo probably thousands of times. Haven't had no problem. But until this black young guy come up here and faced me and my son come up here in this deal, and he said, couldn't you see you need to move? No, I'm not going to move. I'm not in Central America, and I'm not in a third world country. We're on the right side of the road. You're on the left side, and, you are working for the Kansas City Zoo. Well, what's the deal on that? I don't know. Only thing I said, so didn't you see me? I said, yeah, I seen you. Well, is that their policy? If it is, then we want to let everybody in the whole world know that that's the Kansas City Zoo's policy that, I guess they can just try to run over the people there, huh? But anyway, in this video, you can't really see it very good. There was another black gentleman, about 50 years of age. It was on another deal, basically another golf cart. It was sitting right here. And I don't know if they got cameras. I mean, there's cameras all over every place. I mean, all over here in Kansas City anymore. I mean, Worlds of Fun had them all over the place. I'm sure the zoo, I mean, they got tons up in front. I'm sure they got something to the access of this here too. So it's weird every time I walk down here, there's these black guys that's now popping up. Well, I got my body cam and I can show proof of this and what they're doing. What are they doing? I don't know. But it seems kind of strange. And maybe they need to talk to some of their employees and go over the rules about how they treat the customers there. Now, hold on. There's a better shot right there. Now, this was just yesterday. So now what's the chance of me walking down here and these guys popping up every single time now? Nah, that's kind of weird. I don't know. But, the cameras don't lie. And, like I say, they got a lot of problems with the way they treat their customers when it comes to the way they drive around here, too. Because like those buses, whatever they do, that they take the people down there into Africa, there's still big problems. They need to have somebody there making sure when people cross over, when those buses come and go, there's somebody stopping the people. And that has become a big problem too. And it doesn't seem like they really care. I've seen some little kids run out there and I almost get hit. Not good. But this here is something else. This is just kind of strange here. But I want to show that this was just yesterday. And just another thing today, another incident took place. And I just wanted to show this real quick. So hold on. Okay, guys, check this out. This is up there where they, you can get your ride there to go down there if you can't walk it. And you can hear this engine revving up. You don't know what they're doing, if they're coming, if they're going. And then they have another employee that stands over at this booth and they're not doing nothing. This is what's even more insane. Now watch this. If I can get this down, I can't. It keeps popping up. Hold on, guys. All right, guys, I'm just going to do it like this. It's easier because I can't. I've been trying to get that bar down so you guys can see it, so it's just not worth it. And what you're hearing also is that new ride in the background too, but I can't figure out. Let's see if I can freeze this here. Now you see there's the other vehicle over there. Let's see if I can get this to go down. And then they got an employee right here, just standing there. Now, if these employees are supposed to be helping people, I understand that. But, you know, if these vehicles are going to be going and coming, they need somebody up there. You need either have somebody that does that, you know, make sure as they're moving them back and forth, or they need to get a supervisor up there to do it. I mean, they need something, or some kind of light or something that says stop, don't go, you know, because these little kids, they don't think, they run out sometimes in front of these, which is dangerous. Tram, I guess I should have called it the tram. I guess it's a zebra or Australian tram or whatever. But see here, this is that person right here. And I don't know. I mean, I think that's just funky, man. I mean, because they don't really seem to care about the customers, and somebody's going to get hurt. Now, you know, further on up here, a while back, I showed a video of that, you know, that train ride. Originally, those lights weren't working, and there was little kids running across that. The train would be coming. Of course, it's not a full big train; it's just a little train, but still. And the lights weren't working. Now they did fix that after I posted that, but this is nuts too. All their employees, nobody needs to be in that big a hurry when it comes to these people. If there's people in front, you know, until it clears. And it's something that needs to be addressed here. It really does. All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up here in a second. But there's that gate. You guys are coming out by that orangutan down there. You're going across there. Watch these people. Because for some reason, their employees don't seem to care. And this is just BS. I mean, there's no reason to be in that big of a hurry. And if the management's pushing them like that, then there's something else wrong too. I mean, that's just crazy. And I mean, I actually seen one of the other gentlemen. He took his golf cart. He drove this way. He made it a circle, and then he pulled back up here, and just, you know, people. It's just like, what was he doing? If he was on the right side of the road, and he could have pulled right up here and just waited and opened the gate and went in, and there would have been nothing. But he drove out around these people and come back. I don't get it on some of the stuff that they're doing. That's nuts. And also telling the customers to move out of the way. Well, yeah, I guess, you know, if there's an emergency or something. But if they're doing it deliberate just to move people, you know, like you say, we're not in a third world country. I mean, we got people driving on the road here every day. I see people driving through these lights, stoplights every day, and they don't care. But they're not here from this country either. So hold on, guys. Maybe the guy from Jamaica go take a driving course, learn how to drive. You don't try to push people out of the way in a vehicle or a golf cart. Anyway, guys, this is Kansas City. And if you go to Kansas City Zoo, expect this stuff going on. Anyway, keep your eyes open and stay safe out there.